Ahmed Bhai, I mean, One Fight Night 10, Amazon Prime, May 5th, First Bank Center, Broomfield, Colorado, headlined by Demetrious Johnson, the trilogy with Moraes. I mean, it does not get any bigger than that. People are saying this might be Demetrious Johnson's retirement fight, which is again raises the stakes even higher. Three world championship fights on this card, Stamp Fairtex on this card. You're fighting Sage Northcutt. I mean, this is the biggest platform, the biggest fight Pakistani MMA की history में आज तक any Pakistani fighter has gone any fight. It is not bigger than this one. This is the highest profile match. Are you feeling any kind of pressure heading into this fight?
No, 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 not at all. No pressure at all. किस चीज का pressure? This is not the first time I'm fighting. Of course, it's a big fight for me, but I feel no pressure. I'm confident, as I said before, and I'll just go and play my part. And I know that Allah will play His part as well. So, the blessings of Allah is very important. Without that, you cannot win or do anything good in this life. So I'm ready. I'm confident. I'll just go and put on the show, and I'll let this guy know what we Pakistanis are.
And
What we Muslims are.
definitely. And Ahmed Bhai, I mean, heading into this fight, a lot of buzz, a lot of media attention around Sage Northcutt. This is his first fight after 4 years. He's a well-known face, well-known name in the MMA community. Tapology, baby, if you check out the Tapology prediction, 69% are Sage Northcutt, 31% you. Do you feel like people might be overlooking you, might be looking past you, might be thinking that this is all the Sage Northcutt show? And especially considering the performance you just gave, और उसके बारे में थोड़ी देर में बात करते हैं, against Abrao Amorim in Singapore, right? Absolutely star-making performance. Do you feel like people are overlooking you a little bit?
Exactly. People don't know who I am, right now because I haven't fought like a championship bout right now till yet. So I need to deliver my best, and I haven't delivered my best yet. I have a lot of things to show. I have a lot of things to perform. I'm just waiting for the right moment, and I think this is the fight that I have to show who I am. And I'll show, and it doesn't matter people whatever they say. I mean, like it doesn't matter to me. I have to just go and perform and represent my country, represent my skills, and show them what I am made up of.
For sure. And
That's the main thing.
yeah, for sure, 100%. And how has life been like since the Abrao Amorim fight? I mean, first of all, this is the first time हम लोग interview कर पा रहे हैं since the Abrao Amorim
बिल्कुल.
fight. How did they not give you that bonus? मुझे अभी तक समझ नहीं आई कि वो bonus किस. I mean, you tapped out a third degree BJJ black belt inside the Singapore stadium. I mean, everybody was going crazy. The crowd was losing their mind. It was one of the craziest submissions we've seen. Were you a little pissed off when you didn't get that bonus?
Of course, I was pissed off. It was one of the first triangle being displayed on the One Championship platform, and even the guy who introduced this triangle, he messaged me on Instagram, and he was like, "Oh man, you did a great job. This is the log that I
Wow.
introduced." So I was like, "Man, I just because I used to do this in Carex Fight Club. So I'm very good with the jiu-jitsu. But I was pissed off. When I just went over the fence, I was asking for Chatri, like, where are
Yeah.
you? I mean, like, look at this, what I have
Yeah.
done. बट वो कहते हैं ना कि कोई चीज हर चीज में बेहतरी
Hmm.
होती है, तो मैंने अल्लाह से यही कहा, यार इसमें अल्लाह ने मेरे लिए कोई बेहतरी रखी होगी। तो लेकिन ये कि दुख होता है इंसान को, लेकिन दुख नहीं होना चाहिए इंसान को। मैं यही कहना चाहूंगा कि इंसान को दुख नहीं होना चाहिए। कोई चीज मिल जाए तो वेल एंड गुड, नहीं मिले तो कोई बात
Yeah.
नहीं।
Because Ahmed भाई, I mean, उस फाइट के बाद अब आप इतनी हाई प्रोफाइल फाइट में, इतने बड़े कार्ड में, इतने वेल नोन अपोनेंट के अगेंस्ट, आई मीन, इट वुड बी एब्सोल्युटली इनक्रेडिबल इफ यू विन दिस फाइट, बिकॉज हर एमएमए फैन को सेज नॉर्थकट का पता होंगे, उसको देखा था यूएफसी में जब वो आया डेना वाइट के टेंडर सीरीज के थ्रू, सॉरी पार्डन मी, डेना वाइट लुकिंग फॉर अ फाइट के थ्रू, फिर उसको यूएफसी में अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिली. हाउ आपको पता था सेज नॉर्थकट का बिफोर दिस फाइट? लाइक वर यू वेल अवेयर ऑफ हु ही इज एंड वर यू होपिंग कि आपकी सेज के साथ फाइट हो?
Yes, I mean, like he started doing MMA very earlier. He's a pure martial artist. And I used to watch him on UFC. कि यार he's a good fighter और ये वो, but he left UFC, and after his one debut fight, he got knocked out, his jaw got broken, and now he's coming after 4 years, and I think he's not the same guy as he was before. So I'm confident, and it's a big fight for me, and I'm ready for it.
और अहमद भाई, I mean, अभी आप बात कर रहे थे about Sage and how he got knocked out 4 years ago against Cosmo Alexander. I mean, that was a very viral knockout because that was a UFC fighter stepping into one
Mm.
championship. He gets knocked out against one of their kickboxers. Do you think Sage did the right thing by taking 4 years off? Because obviously एक side से लोग कह रहे हैं कि it's good that he healed his jaw. दूसरी side से लोग कह रहे हैं 4 years is a
Mm.
lot of time to take off. Do you think it was the right
Mm.
decision for Sage to take 4 years off?
I mean, like, I don't know what are his problems. There might be some other problems as well. Maybe he did a good decision, like taking a 4 years gap. But as a fighter, I think it's not good for a fighter. Mentally, you don't feel like a fighter anymore. And once one thing is broken, it's not the same like before. एक चीज जो टूट जाए वो वापस वैसी
Yeah.
नहीं होती. So maybe if I hit him hard on his jaw, it might break again.
Hmm.
You never know.
Mhm. Yeah, and I mean, considering the Rahul Raju knockout that you had just 2 fights ago,
Yes,
we know you have that one punch knockout power as well. So, are you going to be looking for that jaw in that fight potentially?
of course. I mean, like that's my main target. The jaw. The jaw, the neck. It's my main target. And I don't know. I mean, like how I'll finish the fight. Allah knows. Allah is the best planner. But I'm confident. Like I'll take the win. Inshallah.
Inshallah. And as far as Sage as a fighter, I mean, we know he has good striking. We know he must have been working on his grappling. But from what you've seen, how do you rate him as a fighter? And how difficult is it to plan for a guy who hasn't fought 4 years?
Exactly. I mean, like I don't know what's he's gonna come up with. I don't know. Maybe he wants to strike. Maybe he wants to wrestle. Maybe he wants to do jiu-jitsu. But Alhamdulillah, I'm prepared in every aspect of this art. If he wants to wrestle, we will wrestle. If he wants to strike, I'll strike with him. And if he wants to do jujitsu, I'll do jujitsu with him. So I'm ready for his arsenal, whatever he comes up with. So I'm ready for it. I'm not worried about anything. I'm just ready.
Hmm. Ahmed Bhai, this is our second interview together, or I would be amiss if I don't point this out. The first time we spoke, of course, was after the Rahul Raju fight. Absolutely massive fight, absolutely massive outcome. Now I'm speaking to you after the Abrao Amorim fight, and I feel like I'm talking to a completely different person. I mean, I know you're in San Jose right now. I know you're training with AK, and I will ask you about that in just a second. But how has life and how has your mental perspective changed since I mean we spoke maybe 2-3 years ago, because you seem like a much different man, a more calmer man, a more collected man. Am I correct in saying this? Do you feel these changes as well? How has life changed in the last 2-3 years for you mentally?
Uh Man, the last 2 3 years been very tough for me. Very tough. Because of the crisis and everything, and and how I survived was the with the connection with Allah. I focused more on my religion. Even here I'm living alone. I fasted all my fast in the month of Ramadan. I was training 3 sessions every day while I was fasting. So I feel I built a good connection with Allah in these 2 3 years. I started to know the reality of life, the purpose of life. I mean, like, I'm really sorry to say, I mean, like, the youth, the generation of Pakistan, whatever they are doing, they are not on the right track. Our eyes are blind right now. We are in the fantasy and the lost world. We are not on the right path. So after seeing all those things, my eyes were open. Just because I wanted to have a better life. And now, I mean, like, I feel I'm in a better place. I started knowing Allah very well. I started feeling that connection, and I mean, like this life, it's gonna end one day. We know that, and we should prepare for the eternal life, and that is my main goal right now. And success doesn't come comfortably. You have to work hard for it. You have to grind every day. It's not easy. People think, oh, he's going and fight and winning the fight. It's not like that. You have to face so many big challenges. Financial issues, mental issues, health issues, family issues, and blah blah blah. So, Alhamdulillah, as I've said before, the connection with Allah and the relationship with Allah is very important. If you want to be a successful man, you have to build that relation. Not once, like, oh, my fight is coming, oh, I have to do this and that, I have to pray 5 times a prayer. No, You have to keep that relationship consistent, that is very important.
For sure. And Ahmed Bhai, I mean, segueing from that, you are now training, of course, at AKA San Jose. And it feels like a match made in heaven, like because it really did. I mean, in the last fight, we saw your grappling, we saw how comfortable you were on the ground. We've always known you to be a very good striker. Uh, and the kind of mentality that the people in AKA San Jose has. As a fan sitting in Lahore, Pakistan, in my basement covering MMA, मुझे जो लगता है those guys are also very very devoted towards their religion, to their spirituality, to who they are as people. Do you feel like you're at home when it comes to AKA?
Yes, of course, 100%. I mean, like here, everyone is nice, everyone is quite motivated and quite concerned about their career, As I've said before, I mean, like this is a lifestyle, This is not a sport. This is a lifestyle. You have to follow the regime and everything. The morning class starts at 9 o'clock, so everyone is here around 8:40. No one is late. So it's the commitment that you have to show on the mats, and listen to the coaches and be good to your partners. This is very important. And I would really like to thank my coaches, King Velasquez, Coach Javier, Coach Ron, and all the other guys who helped me in this camp, And that's how it is. I mean, like I feel very comfortable whenever I'm here at AK.
Do you mind me asking who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Yes, my coach, Coach Ron, will be in my corner.
Beautiful, beautiful. And this is Denver, Colorado. It's gonna be high altitude. It's gonna be very, have you guys been preparing for that? Of course, it's gonna be very different cardio situation compared to regular, altitude.
Yes, yes, yes. I mean, like my cardio is good, and I mean, like I'm not worried about my cardio. If he wants to brawl 3 rounds, we'll go 3 rounds. I mean, like it's not bugging me in my mind. It's not an issue right now. So I'm ready for it. I mean, like everything is on point, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. And when it comes to Pakistani mixed martial arts specifically, that everyone is thinking about you right now. Everyone has you in their prayers. Everyone is going to be watching this fight. Everyone is so anticipated. I am so hyped, Ahmed Bhai. I'm not even kidding. I am so excited for this fight because we wake up at here at On the Mic Studios. We wake up at 6 a.m. to watch a UFC card. We'll be here 6 in the
Yes.
morning just watching because this is what we do. This is what we cover. And I'm so excited that for once I get to wake up at 6 a.m. to watch your fight. You know what I mean? And it's going to be really amazing seeing you in the First Bank Center in Colorado. What message do you have for Pakistani mixed martial arts community, or just anyone and everyone supporting you here from Pakistan? Everyone, literally everyone has you in their well wishes right now, because we know if you do this for us, then we're all going up slowly and gradually, inshallah. How are you? What would you like to say for them?
I mean, like first of all, I would really like to appreciate you and the team behind On the Mic. You guys are doing wonderful job. Trying your best to promote martial arts and the talent, upcoming talent. And for the boys and for the clubs, all I just want to say is like uh, prioritize your things. Um, if you are doing martial arts, it is very good. You have to do this, but do this with commitment. Do this with proper heart. It's not a 1 day show or one year show. I've seen many guys; they are not on time. They are not committed toward this sports. They think it is easy. It is not easy. It's just the start. And I mean, like we have good talent in Pakistan. What we lack is international exposure. We need that international exposure, but it will come if we have good financial support. And I just want all the clubs, all the teams to be on one page so that we can grow together. And I just really want to give a shout out to my team, Carex Fight Club, and all the boys. And along with this, I just want to say thank you to the sponsors, Gym Armor and My Gym Fitness, and Carex Fight Club, aka American Kickboxing Academy, and yes, AB Fight Beer. And I know it's coming out of my mind as well as out of my heart. I just want to say thank you to my coaches, Ehtisham Kareem and Ali Sultan.
That's beautiful, Ahmed bhai, and that is a sign that you have really grown as a person, and you've really, I wouldn't say anything much more on that, other than I can tell that this was really important for you to do. And I know for a fact, I know for 100% fact, Ahmed bhai, those guys, I met them a couple of months ago when they found out the Sage fight is happening. They are just as happy that for you, to get this fight as you are to get to say thank you to them, because they still think you are one of their own. They still love you like that. They still think that you are one of their own first students. So I'll they'll definitely see this, but I'll tell you right now, they're gonna tell you that they love you and that they're rooting for you and that they're praying for you. Every single, and when I say every single person, I mean every single person, them included, are praying that you get this win and have nothing in their heart against you.
I mean, like, they are my first coaches, They have helped me a lot, they have helped me a lot. I never miss them. Never. Despite the fact we have our clashes, but still, they are always in my heart. And I respect them, truly.
Yeah, that's, I mean, such a beautiful thing to do, Ahmed bhai. I want to say this again. It takes a really big man, like a really big man, to get out and say this so openly, knowing everything and knowing that everyone knows what's happened. I think they're gonna give you a big hug when you come back to Pakistan, Islamabad, and you see them. I think they're gonna really embrace you, and they're gonna, they're gonna. I can't speak on their behalf, but knowing how they feel about all of this,
Yeah,
I know this.
we do have our differences. I know that, but as a coaches, they were the best, At the Sham and Sultan, they were the best. And today, whatever I am, it's just because of them. I'll give credit to those guys because I knew nothing about martial arts. Nothing. They taught me how to throw a jab.
And I think it's, I mean, despite everything that's happened in the last couple of years, I think it's, like I said, takes a big man to admit that, and to look past that.
I always wanted to reach those guys out, but I never, I wanted to prove myself, and for the last two fights, I proved myself. I know what I am capable of, and I always missed my team, Fight Fortress, always. But along with the Carex guys, they are wonderful guys, they are loving guys, and as a coach, I train those guys, So I don't know whether I'll train back at Fight Fortress, but these guys are always in my heart. I respect them, at the Sham, Sultan, and all the other guys. Uh, I just wanted to say them like I never had any bad feelings for you guys, never ever. And till now, I remember you guys in my prayers. And even my father told him, man, whosoever did bad to you or thinks bad about you, don't say anything bad to them. And whoever taught good to you, always remember them in your prayers. So these are my coaches, they have been very good to me, and always they took me as their brothers, They have always treated me very nice. And then there is a big gap. It's been almost, I guess, 6 7 years. 6 7 years I left Fight Fortress. So I hope that once I win this fight and once I'm back in Pakistan, I'll meet at the Sham and Sultan.
100%, man. And yeah, I feel like I'm getting a little emotional because this has been something which has been like, gossip, or people लोग हमेशा बातें कहते को अब तो पता है इसके साथ इसका क्या हुआ इसके. And I've been hearing this for the last
Exactly.
3 4 years कि Mujtaba and TFF, they don't get along. And right now मेरे सामने this is pretty much getting ended, so it's beautiful. And it feels
Exactly. I mean,
amazing.
like this is a sport, but there is a relationship as well, It's like a family thing, So Carex Fight Club is a family for me. All the guys, Ismail, Babar, other all guys, Ayan, they are like small brothers to me. Nasir Bhai, Salman, ये सारे भाइयों की तरह हैं. So we don't take out comparisons between us. We try to be as brotherly as long as we can. तो उनको मैं अच्छी चीजें ही बताता हूँ. तो बस लोगों को मसाला चाहिए होता है कि यार हम इसके बारे में बात कर दें, इसके बारे में बात कर दें. They don't know how these people are going through, and what was happening before, how these guys started. I remember when I started MMA in Fight Fortress, we used to go all the way to that sports complex. Mats भी नहीं होते थे, टूटी हुई जगह होती थी, और एहतशाम and Sultan, they are just putting their energy into this. So, well, let's see, inshallah, hope for the best. And इंसान यही है यार, छोटी सी जिंदगी है, आज है कल नहीं है, वी नेवर नो, वी आर नॉट हियर फॉर एवर, तो किसी के दिल में किसी के लिए कुछ बुरा नहीं रखना चाहिए। अगर किसी से कोई नाराजगी कुछ हो तो जस्ट मेक इट अप, whosoever it is, क्योंकि अल्लाह की जात बड़ी, और अल्लाह सब कुछ देख रहा है और सुन रहा है,
Ahmed bhai, I feel like, like जो भी आपके ऊपर वजन था, I think it's finally gone, and this is perfect because you're heading, like I said, into the biggest fight of your life. Pehle se I know Team Fight
Yes.
Fortress Puri is 100% behind you anyways, and regardless, I know they're sending their best wishes and their prayers, and I know they will get to see this, so I'm really glad that this week, this fight week, when you're going to be going into the biggest fight of your life, you've buried that hatchet. So, I just want to say thanks for choosing, this platform to do it, and I'm honored because I know you and TFF and Cax, might be a bit separate, but like you said, if teams start working together, training together, passing knowledge, then under yes, of course, competitive environment hona chahiye Pakistani MMA ke, but if one of our guys is going abroad to fight, I think it should be all the
Yes,
clubs, whoever possible, just coming in, helping
exactly.
that guy. Yeah.
We all should be on the same page. We all should be on the same mission. अगर कोई किसी और मिशन पे चल रहा है, सिर्फ अपना सोच रहा है, then it's not gonna work. That's what I feel in Pakistan. It's happening right now. हर कोई अपनी promotions करा रहा है, हर कोई अपना वो कर रहा है. It's not like this over here. That's why these people are successful. और मैं आपको ये मजे की बात बताऊँ, हम इनसे ज्यादा अच्छी ट्रेनिंग करते हैं, हम इनसे ज्यादा अच्छी मेहनत करते हैं. We are the real hard workers. We are the lions. सिर्फ हमारे अंदर एक दफा कम्युनिटी जो है ना हमारी स्ट्रांग हो जाए, एक दूसरे को अंडरस्टैंड करने लग जाए, और अंदर से मैं निकाल दे, तो आई मीन लाइक वी ऑल वुड बी चैंपियंस, ट्रस्ट मी.
I 100% agree with you, and I think this is one of those fights which is rallying Pakistani MMA around you, which everyone is coming together, like I said, and saying this is the fight. मुझे जितने लोग DM करते हैं ना on a daily basis कि कब Ahmed Mujtaba आ रहा है podcast में, when is Ahmed Mujtaba? Everyone wants to hear from you. Everyone wants to see you. Everyone is supporting you in this fight. I feel like this could be the fight, and inshallah, this will be the fight where everyone finally understands that we have to be together. We have to support one guy. We have to see our own go to the top, and we have to be happy for them. And Ahmed bhai, just as a fan of the sport, I just want to say I'm extremely happy for you, and I'm so excited for this fight, like I said before. And yeah, man, this is going to be absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much again for the time. I can't thank you enough for this interview. You are right in the middle of fight camp. This is fight week. Like, I really appreciate the time. I really do, man, from the bottom of my heart.
No. Tomorrow I'm flying to Colorado. I have a flight in the morning. So actually my routine is a bit disturbed during Ramadan. तो लेकिन ये कि इंशाल्लाह just 4 more days, 4 more nights, and after this it's going to be show. It's going to be the night event. We'll perform. बाकी ये कि I mean, like, win or lose doesn't matter. I know what I am. What are my intentions are.
That is perfect, Ahmed bhai. Like you said, win, lose, draw. We're all proud of you. We're all super excited to just get to see one of our own on such a high level, on such a big stage. First time a Pakistani fighter is fighting in the US for a professional MMA promotion, one of the big 3 professional MMA promotions. You are literally making history, paving the path for the next guys to come after you. So thank you for all the hard work. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for the time again, Ahmed bhai. Any last message, any final message you want to either give out to the community or your fans, anyone watching, to the One Championship fan base, people who will be tuning in for your fight, anything at all?
Oh, I just want to say, I mean, like, I'm ready for the 5th May fight, and everything is going to be good. And just work hard, stay positive, think positive, spread love, spread the message of peace, and try to, cover your all five prayers regularly, build that connection with Allah, try to read the Quran with translation, try to know what's the purpose of your life, this all things, this is just, just a matter of time. Once your eyes are closed, once the soul is out, then you will come to know what the reality is. So don't be a friend of shaitan, be the friend of Allah. That's all I just want to say.
That's a beautiful message, Ahmed bhai. Thank you so much again for the time and best of luck.
Thank you, Daniel,
No,
brother.
my pleasure.
Once
No,
again.
my pleasure, sir. May 5th, ladies and gentlemen, you've already heard it from me before. I'll say it again just so you know. One Fight Night 10. For the first time ever, One Championship will be holding an event of this scale on U.S. soil, Denver, Colorado, First Bank Center. Demetrious Johnson versus Moraes, main eventing for potentially DJs, retirement fights. Stamp Fairtex is in action. 2 more world title fights. And of course, the most important fight of the night, it's Sage Northcut, Ahmed Mujtaba. Tune in, be there, be squared, hit that subscribe button, and keep it tight. We'll talk to you soon.